Hey there, so if you've ever felt like you're just spinning your wheels on your journey to learning English, this is for you. We are about to break down the one single method that can actually truly unlock your fluency. And you might be surprised by just how simple it is. Let's get right into it. First things first, I want you to look at this number, 3,000. So what's so special about 3,000? Well, that's how many words you really need to know to understand 95% of everyday spoken English. Suddenly sounds a lot more doable than memorizing the entire dictionary, right? But here's the real question, isn't it? What's the best way to actually learn them? I mean, a lot of us have tried online tutors. We've tried memorizing these endless vocabulary lists or just sitting in classrooms. But let's be honest, these methods are usually super slow, kind of boring, and yeah, they can get really expensive. So what's the secret? What actually works?
Okay, so here's our game plan. We'll start by looking at the old way of learning versus a much more natural solution. Then, and this is the fun part, we're going to see it in action. And finally, I'll wrap up by giving you a simple 3-step plan so you can put this method to work for you, like today. So let's dive right into that more natural solution. The key to unlocking fluency, it turns out, isn't about forcing yourself to memorize stuff. It's all about genuine understanding.
And the answer is this really powerful idea called comprehensible input. Now, the theory itself is incredibly simple. We acquire language in only one way, when we can understand the messages that we see and hear. It's not about memorizing complex grammar rules, it's about getting input that actually makes sense to your brain.
Okay, that sounds great in theory, right? But what does that actually look like when you're doing it? How do you get input you can understand, especially if you're just starting out? Well, you know what? Instead of just telling you, let me show you.
All right, let's see this concept in action. The absolute best way to understand comprehensible input is just to experience it for yourself. We're going to make the language totally visual. All you have to do is watch and listen. This is a door. I am opening the door.
These are my shoes.
This is a dog. Its color is beige. Now check this out. The grass on the left is shorter. The grass on the right is taller. Shorter and taller. You're learning the difference just by seeing it. Did you see what just happened? Even if you didn't know every single one of those words I just said, your brain was already working. It was acquiring the language through the visuals and the context. You could understand the message. That right there is the power of comprehensible input. So now that you've seen how it works, let's turn this powerful idea into an actual plan. Here is your 3-step plan to fluency. And here's why this is so effective. You're not just learning isolated words from a list. No way. You're learning vocabulary, improving your pronunciation, and understanding grammar all at the same time, totally naturally. And, maybe most importantly, you actually start thinking in English. And look, the data totally backs this up. Studies have actually shown that learning through comprehensible input is up to 4 times more effective than traditional classroom methods. Just think about that for a second. A 15-minute session could give you the same benefit as a full hour in a classroom. So, here it is, your path to fluency. It's a simple 3-step process. Step 1, watch comprehensible input videos every day. Step 2, you got to reinforce what you've learned with simple prompts and quizzes. And step 3, use what's called a spaced repetition system, or SRS, to lock those new words into your long-term memory. Let's zoom in on step 2 for just a moment. This part is all about making the learning stick. You can use awesome modern tools for this, like asking ChatGPT for a definition, or to put the word in a new sentence, or even to create a quick little quiz for yourself. Now, Step 3 is technically optional, but honestly, it's a game changer. If you don't get many chances to speak English every day, an SRS program makes sure those new words don't just disappear. Think of it like a really smart flashcard system that knows exactly when you're about to forget a word and reminds you just in the nick of time. I want to leave you with this powerful thought. On your journey, please remember this. You will be fluent one day. You just have to keep on trying and not give up. Your consistency is really the most important part of this whole process. So, I'll leave you with a question. Forget about memorizing lists and all those boring grammar rules. Instead, just ask yourself this. What is the first thing you want to truly understand in English? A song? A movie? A conversation? Start there.